All right, give us a test. Spent 45 minutes trying to figure out how to get this stuff working. Give me a fail test. Come on, fail me, fail me. Yeah. I think that deserves a cheer. A cheer. I think that deserves a cheer. What? There must be a timeout, maybe? Or a time function? I don't think I set one. Is there a global cooldown? Cost, usage, they're all enabled. They all have cost set to 0. They all have usage set to SC. I don't know what that means. Let's edit focus and see if it says anything. Okay, so cost 0, enabled true, group nothing, permission everyone, cooldown 0. Alright, have a good dinner, Fizz. Well, dang it. Nothing. Nothing. Oh! Okay, so let's see, is it a time thing or is it a permission thing? Ooh, please stop making that sound. God. Making stairs. That's cool, Janine. A supercut of all those great sounds, like a best of ASMR hits from the Josh Foreman stream. I should do that. You just put it on when you go to sleep, like a sound machine. Put it on next to the baby, lull it to sleep. Another, maybe it says particular. No. What if we do this? Oh, I'm Chad. How you doing? Hello, Linda. Yeah, is this technically plywood? I don't know. My creative partner bought this wood and did the laser cutting for me and shipped it to me. I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's plywood. It's just thin plywood and then 4 layers of them stacked together, so it's even ply-ier plywood. The important thing is that there's nothing that's going to catch the clay, like right there. See that dark stripe right there? That means when I pack clay in there and then put my rock in there and then put clay between the rock and the frame, when the clay hardens and I try to pull it out, it's going to catch because of that. So I'm just really want to find a way to do it without that sound. Is that so much to ask? Epoxy resin. Yeah, I could like coat the whole thing and then do another sanding pass. I'm so close to having it on all the, there's just a few spots. Yep. Hey, if anyone's watching right now and hasn't smashed that like button, like it's a disgusting mushroom that just popped up right under you when you're like driving your submarine through the Marianas Trench, and it's got like eyeballs and weird little tentacles and stuff, that's how you should smash the like button. I'd appreciate it. My YouTube numbers while streaming are slightly better than on Twitch. Not drastically better, but slightly better. I'd love to have one just be definitively the one to go to so I don't have to keep switching back and forth. Okay. I think this will work. And smashing that like button makes it more likely for the algorithm to say, oh, some people actually like this? What the? Why? Why do they like that? I don't understand it, but I'll promote it. Okay. This feels smooth enough now. All right, and I'm almost done getting this bad boy through my 1-inch thingamajig. Did one rock dude that looked like Ben Grimm from Fantastic Four, but the clay cracked whenever you put cracks in it for the rocks. Oh. Yeah, I've got a rocky dude up here that kind of had the same issues as I was sculpting him, where he would, as I was doing detail work, yeah, the rocks kept cracking. It's very frustrating. You smashed the thumbs up button so hard the button broke off? Nice. I think YouTube especially likes that kind of behavior. In fact, let's see if this will work. It does. And remember, if I do or say anything funny, it's your responsibility to type in !laugh. Don't worry, I don't plan on saying anything funny this stream, but if I do, I'm saying, be prepared. Perfect timing. Trying to launch my sitcom called Josh with an exclamation point after it. My catchphrase is going to be, I'm just joshing ya. Getting there, slowly but surely. Oh man, I am so funny, thank you. Makes me think maybe I also need a, what is that called in a sitcom when a popular character comes in and the whole audience basically just cheers for the character? We need one of those for Heather, like an exclamation point Heather. Could just be like, woo! Guest starring. I should probably sharpen this. That's probably how I stop bashing and scraping my knuckles. Yeah, that's what I've been told. Keep your tools sharp. Where's my little sharpener thingy thing? Well, I guess I have this right here. And apparently you're supposed to wet. I don't know if blue or white. Oh, look at that, numbers. So 1000 would mean more coarse, right? So that's the one you want to start with probably. Are you supposed to wet the stone or wet the blade? Or both? Are you supposed to go back and forth or are you supposed to go in one direction? I keep forgetting to look up a tutorial on this. Well, let's see if that makes a difference. Not wet enough? Like you need to get like a little pool of water on there. So close, so close. It's just like one other thing somewhere catching. Such exciting rock carving. You can tell it's exciting by the music. Same way you could tell a sitcom is funny because you hear laughter. WD-40 on your whetstone? Oh, interesting. Keep the flat side of the chisel against the whetstone and go back and forth. Flat side. Janine, I have a program app called Pretzel, which plays royalty-free music. And so I never know what anything is or is called. It's just an amalgamation of generic sound-alike tunes. This particular one is Red Eye by DJ Panic, spelled with no C. And the artist is DJ Yox. There you go. There you go. So if you too want to excitingly carve rocks, you can look that track up. Ah, so close. What do you want? What do you want from me? Kimberly, what I'm trying to do is make just a tiling texture set that I can use for a variety of things. I want to be making a lot of dioramas, One of the things you need when you are making dioramas quite often is rocky cliffs and outcroppings, etc., etc. So I figure rather than making, you know, bespoke individual rocks every time I make a diorama, I'll make a set that I can have a library of and use them whenever I need. It's part of an ongoing project to make a bunch of different textures, kind of like this one, where I'm casting it in this flexible material, and then I can glue it to whatever, to cardboard boxes or 2-liter pop bottles or blocks or EXP foam, whatever. XPS foam. EXP is experience in video games. That's a little different. Different kind of foam, I guess. And then if I prove this concept out and it looks like something that's cool and can go somewhere, I'm going to do a Kickstarter and see if I can kind of get as close to mass production as possible so I can just have this as a product that anyone could buy and use for their own stuff. Yeah, so this guy, this is a mold that I made for that brick wall that I just showed you. And so I've been experimenting with casting it with different materials, trying to find the right resin for it. So I've got some that are like a little higher quality, like these ones are sort of a foamy, squishy material, even a little bit stretchy. And you can imagine like using this for like costuming. I mean, I don't know if you would want a brick pattern on costuming, but I'm going to be doing all sorts of different textures, right? And then this one is a lot just like really solid. It's still a flexible resin, but it keeps the detail perfectly. It doesn't have bubbles. So yeah, and I could also cast it in like a hard material like plaster that's a lot cheaper than this resin. So I don't know, I'm in that experimental phase, trying to figure out what the coolest way to make texturing, tiling textures is, or texturing tiles. I already know the brand name. It's Textures from Talifar, because Talifar is the name of my world that I write these novels in with my co-author, Rose. These are really good novels. You should check them out. It's on they're on Amazon. The first 2 are out, and I'm working on the 3rd one right now. They're full of lots of illustrations and fun fantasy adventure kind of thing. And so the idea is that each of these textures that you buy from my set will have a little info sheet about like where it came from on Talifar. And you know, you can imagine there could be like palace walls from Megaloth or cobblestone streets from Ironia, that kind of thing. Adds a little flavor, and maybe it's a hook for people that might be interested in looking into the bigger franchise I'm trying to build. Right now, I am just on the struggle bus trying to get this thing to consistently be 1 inch thick. Don't know why this is so hard. But boy, howdy is it. As they say in 1930. So like if I can hold this, oh, there's a spot where I see a problem. Okay. Let's try a little more sharpening with some more water this time. So you're saying bottom side goes down? All right. Oh, isn't the internet amazing? What a game changer, huh? For artists to, I learned like 80% of what I know about art from the internet, I think. I went to art school before the internet was broadly adopted. And just remembering like how many tools and techniques I didn't know about that would have made things so much better if I had. Lower angle. I mean, do you not want to do the anglier angle? So when you say China painting, you mean painting decorative images or designs on like China, what's the generic word? Chinaware? China artifacts, pots and dishes and cups made out of fine china. He ran 6 kilns. Wow. Porcelain into molds. And I want to keep the angle flush with the stone when doing the top. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. That sounds like a wonderful childhood, like growing up around that creativity and art and beauty. I don't know how I'm going to handle it when my mom passes. That's going to be really rough. She is also very special to me and also a creative collaborator with me. She does most of the writing on the fantasy novels. Special articles for Ceramichrome magazine. Yeah, I know there's people who specialize in doll eyes that are just like masters of the craft. I know it's a whole thing. So she did hand painted porcelain eyes, not glass eyes. We good yet? A little tightness, but I think it's to the point where I'm gonna call it good enough. And then it's just a matter of going in and cleaning up the areas that I had to carve down, make them blend in better to the rest. Which is tricky because one of the things that I really like about this side in particular is how worn down and eroded and older these rocks look. Eyeballs are always a great prankster item. Who doesn't love a good eyeball prank? Okay. Cool, so I think we've got all of these ready for their extra clay border process. One thing that I wanted to do let's figure out where the halfway mark is. Oh, I know how to find out where the halfway mark is. Use a ruler. Brilliant. Okay, so the halfway mark is like I should have done it the other way. I mean, I guess I get a pretty good sense for it. So if I put a clay ring around the inside of this and then squash that down into it, in theory, that once that clay is set, I'll be able to just like pop it right out. And we'll see. Let's see how that theory works out. Kimberly, congrats on beating the cancer, and yeah, it's exciting to have all that inherited art gear. I'm sure you probably feel the spirit of your mom in a lot of it. I don't know if you're looking for a creative online community where you want to share your art, but if you do, I have a Discord channel. I love getting like lots of variety of different kind of art. Everything from woodworking to sculpting to painting, digital art, etc., etc. Looking for, there it is. So, now we're going to put a generous slathering stuff on here. Okay, so that is a link that takes you to my Discord channel, which is like a little forum app. I don't know if you're familiar with Discord or not, but it's basically just a little thing you can pop up in your web browser, or you can make a desktop app for it or have it on your phone or whatever. And yeah, I've got a share your work in progress section and a share your finished work section, and just like general conversation and all that kind of stuff. We have fun. Yeah, of course. I would love to see you, China. Okay. There we go. I would like to join your Cancer Winners Club, but I have the lamest form of overcoming cancer that exists. You know, the one where you have a cancerous mole and they cut it off of you and then you're cancer free. So I could just stand like off to the side of your cool Cancer Survivors Club. I have a friend who recently, because she's got like the genes for it real bad, um, in her 30s, she just went ahead and did the double mastectomy because it was like practically guaranteed to happen. Time to shine, you bet. You bet. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I'm feeling so much pressure to get these books out as fast as possible because my mom and I have co-written 13 novels at this point, and I think she recently just turned 70, and yeah, I really want to make sure that she gets the well-deserved attention as soon as possible. That's one of the reasons that I'm hoping I could get this texture project completed, or well, maybe not completed, but like going and out there, because you know, as independent indie author, indie publisher, etc., like they're very, you have to be super super lucky to get noticed by anyone, right? So this is like a very unorthodox way to potentially get attention on these books that I hope to someday turn into, you know, movies and TV shows and games and comics and whatever else. Um, but it's I don't know. It's a very unique idea. We'll see how it works. I don't know of any other indie authors that are trying to publicize their books by making textures for creatives. You snuck in the clay. Naughty, naughty. I would do the same thing, to be honest. I would get in trouble at work because I would have either a ball of clay that I'd be sculpting on or my sketchbook that I'd be working in. But I have one of those brains where if I'm not like actively doing art or something creative with my hands, like my brain just wanders and I hear what people are saying much worse than if I'm sculpting or sketching. Which is rough because a lot of people perceive that as being very disrespectful, like because they know if they were sketching or sculpting, it would take 100% of their concentration, and so they assume that's true for other people, and so they think that, you know, I just don't care about them or what they're saying or the importance of the meeting or whatever. But these past 3 years I've been working from home, and hey, it hasn't been a problem. Oh, that's cool. You got the family recipe. Every time I've worked with air dry clays, I've gotten really frustrated. Uh, I like polymer and epoxy clays so much more because I always feel like with water-based clay, I have to be committed to a certain amount of time to work with it, or, you know, I have to babysit it by, you know, keeping it moist and stuff. And then one piece that I was doing that for like weeks or months or something, and then it ended up getting moldy. I was not a fan of that. So I'm very impressed by people who work in water-based clay. Well, yeah, you gotta make your own tweaks, right? Family recipe must evolve. Okay, so now I've got my little border, and so whatever I stick in here will inherit this perfectly laser precise edging on it, which means I'll put all of these through this process, and then they should all have perfectly identical borders. That's my hope. See the daylight between there? That is so out of whack. What did I say that was funny? You bought a Never Need? I got a Never Need as well, and I actually advertised it on one of my videos. Yeah, it's basically it's a press for something that's essentially converted to help with clay. Yeah, it's a bit of a beast to lug around, isn't it? No, Kimberly, the command is laugh, not funny. And you could also cheer with exclamation point cheer if you think I'm doing something particularly great. And if I mess something up pretty bad, you could do exclamation point fail. And if I mess something up really, really, really bad, then you could do exclamation point fail hard. I like to keep the full gamut, the whole range of feedback available to viewers. Gene, I think you have to only do exclamation cheer. You can't put anything before it. I think that's how that works. Although there's something that's going on where it's not. Oh. There it is. There's the cheer. Okay.
I tried a cigar, Dad, and it was absolutely disgusting.
Oh, why would you try a cigar?
Because I'm quitting. So I'm like, last cigar, you know. I got patches for it. I got patches to quit. So I'm like, I've always wanted to try a cigar because I've seen like tons of movies of people smoking cigars and they look like they really enjoy it. And then I try it and I'm like, this is disgusting.
Shane,
It's so gross.
Shane, we have 2 cancer survivors on the stream right now, and you're strutting around talking about smoking cigars.
Yeah, the
How
difference
dare
is
you.
The difference is I'm young and I'm
Oh, right.
while I'm young. So.
While you're young, you might as well build up a tolerance to cancer, right? That's how that works.
Not exactly, but like a cigar won't kill you.
Probably not. Probably not immediately, at least.
Yeah. And 2 cancer survivors. I mean, out of how many, is there a third non-cancer survivor in the chat?
I don't know. I haven't done a poll.
Wait, who in here hasn't survived cancer? Can I get a poll, please?
I was just bragging about how I survived cancer because I had a mole removed. Actually, I think I had 2 cancerous moles.
2 cancerous moles.
Yeah, 2 different times. So I got to be really careful around the sun.
Can I use that extra wood that we didn't use to build the side for the target?
Yeah, I mean, don't be wasteful with it, but...
Huh?
I mean, don't be wasteful with it, but
Oh.
you can use it. And I guess we can always deconstruct it.
Where's all your foam?
Actually, I think that's all the foam I have left. I need to buy more.
Wow. Maybe I'll have to get a tarp or something and sew it in.
Janine, yes, up there. That is my art. I don't only do exclusively rock textures. Although, gotta be honest, I really love doing rock textures. I don't know what it is.
Do you really?
I kind of have a problem.
Would you rather be doing rock textures rather than working on your world?
Well, I want to do both at the same time. And that is what I'm doing, because these are going to be used for the dioramas of my Talifar scenes. Tableaus from Talifar, using textures from Talifar.
You ever do like woolen cloths?
Oh.
Or maybe wool cloths wouldn't be the best. For high impact, like for close centered arrow points.
Those those floor mats, those are probably better than cloth. Thanks, Jadine. Oh, a snack. That's a good idea. I feel like I need a snack. No, I need dinner. I haven't really eaten today. I should do that. But I gotta finish this first. I'm looking for other little gaps, anywhere where I'm seeing something weird. I don't really need to worry about resolving the like edge of this at this point, because after it comes out, well, I'll show you exactly what it looks like after it comes out. It looks like, get out of here. Looks like, here we go. This, because I did the same thing where I put Vaseline in this mold that I 3D printed, and then put this in, squashed the clay around, popped it out. And so it's got all these little like lungy edges, which honestly aren't terrible for a certain type of rock look, but it doesn't really match the overall aesthetic of these rocks, which I'm going for this kind of, this is the reference that I'm mostly going off of, but then working in a little bit of some of these other ones as well. Yeah, I would call myself a texture hound. I'm always on the hunt for textures, always looking around everywhere I go at textures. Just love them so much. I used to annoy my ex-wife whenever we would go anywhere, especially on vacation. I would be taking pictures of walls and sidewalks, just like the most boring, weird things. Look at that amazing rock! I'm gonna take a picture of that rock. Got like cobblestone, ruins, different kinds of shingles. Those are always cool. Not the shingles that you get, the nerve disease. I don't like those shingles at all. I had those. Those are the worst shingles. I like ye olde, like medieval shingles.
You know, I think I have the perspective of a lot of people in their young ages, where it's like, I don't think I'm going to survive because of current world politics and life.
So you might as well smoke a cigar?
Yeah, but I think that's what everybody thinks. So at least I have the hindsight to realize that that's what every generation thinks, is that this is the final generation, we're just all going to die. So, you know, that's a benefit.
Yeah. Gen Z at its finest.
Yep.
Although, I don't know, are you technically Gen Z? I don't...
Actually,
if you were born in 99, I think you might be like...
I'm Gen Z, I just skirt the line. I'm Gen Z.
Sure?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sure
I
I'm
feel
Gen
like
Z
you're just
guy.
a very young millennial.
Nah, I'm Gen Z.
Okay. I'll allow it.
My policies align more with Gen Z than Gen X.
No,
You
millennial.
guys gave up
is-
too soon. Okay, you're right.
There's one between me and you.
Wait, am I Gen Z? I think I.
That's what I was asking. I
I
thought
am
Gen
Gen
Z
Z,
was
yeah.
post-millennial.
I think I'm
Was-
either Gen Z or millennial. It's one of those two.
I mean, I guess there's no, like, absolutely agreed upon consensus upon when these designations occur, but I thought 2000 was kind of the cutoff point for millennials. That
So you have a nail gun?
Yeah, the nail gun is in the plastic bin over there. bottom one.
Battery power?
Yep.
You just press down and shoot, right, on the mechanism?
Yeah. First, you gotta point it directly into your eye and check that the chamber is filled.
Right. Make sure to do that. I'll let you know how it goes.
While you're on a ladder that's falling over. While you're smoking a cigar.
There's no nails in here. Do you have, do you have any,
yeah, they should be in the same place.
I hate to say this, Dad, but you don't. Oh, wait, maybe you... Oh, these are tiny.
Yeah, they're really... It probably does have them in there. You just don't recognize them for what they are. Okay.
That's not going to work. I was hoping it was like 3-inch nails.
No, you need like a...
Old-fashioned hammer way.
You need a super powerful air-powered epic nail gun to do 3-inch nails.
CO2? Or propane?
No, like a air compressor.
Ooh, you got corkboard?
They do have corkboard, yeah. I don't think you want to use that though, because that can crumble if you're pulling arrows out of it constantly.
I would put it in the middle layer.
I think that rubber floor mat is probably more than sufficient.
It has to be 2 because it shoots through even when I'm not pulling that hard.
Wow.
Those rubber.
Gotta find a way to do this without touching the sides.
How's the stream going?
So far, so streamy.
Any mass viewer counts yet?
I have about, I don't know, a handful more on YouTube than when I'm on Twitch.
So I've started sculpting inside of a hot tub.
Up to what?
Sculpt inside of a hot tub.
Oh, yeah. Hot tub sculpting.
Get one of those really realistic, like, drag show breast things that you hang over your chest.
Wow.
Get one of those too.
Okay.
I think that would do it.
I'll seriously consider this
You
proposal.
could maybe even get Ben Shapiro to react to it.
Oh, that would be a way to
For some
get
reason,
views.
I'm getting recommended more of his stuff on YouTube, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Shapiro reacts to trans commentators.
Awesome.
That kind of stuff. It's unfortunate.
It's good for that.
When they say react, it just shows him doing stupid expressions. Ben Shapiro is going more and more YouTuber.
Awesome.
He even looks at the camera for confirmation that his face is wacky enough.
That's how you gotta get the clicks. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do.
Nobody agrees with my opinions except a bunch of French people, but we'll find a way.
Okay.
ADHD gets so bad at this time.
This is perfect ADHD music to help you calm down.
Yeah.
Okay. Put this here. And I wonder, maybe I can sandwich this in some foil. Sandwich foil. trying to think how powerful a nail gun would be to do 9-inch nails. It flagged your laser cut pins for infringement. Oh wow, it can find, it does an image thing. Come on. Get in there. Get in that little 1-inch slot. Go, go.
Do you gap tape or anything? There's duct tape.
There is tapes over there.
But gap tape is expensive. I don't think
Yeah, I don't have gaff tape. There we go.
it's like $15 a roll and stuff.
Okay. So in theory now that'll make it a nice even 1-inch. And then I need to add additional clay to these guys. Don't think I need to add too much. What's your way around it, Fizz? Oh, that's stressful.
It's stressful. Give me the beef. Give me the...
Fizz is set up at a convention to sell items, and their little square credit card thingy is having issues.
I'm sorry. You know a good way to Fizz, you know a good way to get money? Fizz? If you want to get your customers money, just bring a revolver, and next time they ask to purchase something, hold the revolver up and say, give me your money, and you won't get my art either. That way you get money and you don't have to sell them your art. That's a free tip for you.
I don't know how many people would keep coming to a booth like that, though.
Huh?
I don't know how many people would revisit a booth like that. I don't think you'd have very many repeat
I think
customers.
more than you think. I think
Yeah.
a lot more would visit.
I mean, he is in Texas, so
If you made it like part of the experience, or if Fizz wore a shirt that said like armed or something, carried a full-on assault rifle, like this is my Second Amendment right. I think that's the Second Amendment, right? Is it?
I don't
Right
remember.
to bear arms.
Some amendment. And Fizz definitely counts as a well-regulated militia.
You know, Fizz would probably be actually responsible with an assault rifle, unlike most of them. So. And I think when I say Fizz would be responsible, it means Fizz wouldn't own an assault rifle at all to begin with. So, therefore, being the most responsible gun owner.
It's a very Zen Cohen way of approaching
It really is, yeah.
responsibility.
I like to bring politics into my dad's Twitch because I think that's the best way to get people's attention. Is
good-
by giving your
Good way to alienate
unsolicited
a lot of
opinion
people, yeah.
about people's right to bear arms. That'll get a lot of Americans inside of this chat.
Ready? Here's my right to bear arms.
Yeah. Check
See
that out.
yours.
Check that out. They can't see it.
Oh, dang it.
I don't think they can. Unless you change the camera angle. How long is it delayed?
Wow, apparently real long because
Yeah. You've just been stuck on that for a while now.
Armed and kind of dangerous, huh? Okay. Maybe it's a mini game. You have to smash the sync button fast enough. Now I got real clayed up hands. Oh man, and I need a little bit more for that hole. Welcome back. What did you have for a snack? Peaches. Delightful. Fresh or canned or frozen? Focus.
Focus.
There it is. I just recently found out this is a 3-day weekend coming up. Memorial Day, apparently. That's always exciting. I get to make more rocks. My dad was in the military, kind of in the same way that I had cancer, like the easiest possible version of that, which is that he was a dentist in the Air Force. So I guess technically he's supposed to be honored at Memorial Day, but it's in the, the same vein as me accepting adulation for surviving cancer. I guess congratulation more than adulation. You can't spell congratulation without adulation, so I might as well just throw them both in there. Okay, so hopefully that will give me my full inch from top to bottom on that piece. You can go live over there for now. I gotta ask Kimberly, and hopefully this isn't too personal, but did you eat those canned peaches straight up, just a can of peaches, or were they a garnish on or topping on something or a base or something? I have trouble imagining, there's something so pure and wonderful about appreciating just a single element, just a fruit like that. But for whatever reason, in this oversaturated choice landscape, it's hard for me to just do one simple thing by itself. It took me forever to get to the point where I was able to order a hamburger without cheese. Because it was just like, I finally forced myself to do it once and realized, oh, I can appreciate the taste of the other things better without the cheese overwhelming it. I learned this probably in my 30s. The seeds were planted when I was a teenager. I used to make sandwiches like Dagwood style sandwiches with literally everything in the refrigerator on it. So any lunch meat, of course, every cheese that we would have, which often, almost always included Velveeta cheese. Why would you put Velveeta cheese on a sandwich? Stop it, Josh. Okay, you think that's bad. Then I would do any condiment. So this would be mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. A welder on Hiroshima bomb. Whoa. All of his kids and their kids got thyroid cancer. Ah. Interesting. And there's this other thing that I also kind of fairly recently made this, had this epiphany about like fine dining. Like, it always confused me when you would have a plated food and like a blob of something over here and a blob of something over there. And I understand like there's this idea that you can like mix in the proportions that you want. But even worse are sandwiches or hamburgers where the ingredients are unevenly stacked. And then I see this in like fine cuisine all the time. I don't personally eat fine cuisine. I'd rather have a McDonald's cheeseburger than any fancy restaurant. But the but that always confused me until I had that other epiphany about the simplicity of a single ingredient, or like, I realized, oh, right, because if you're having different proportions of things at different times, then your taste buds are getting the novelty of like of a different proportion with every bite or whatever, right? Whereas I always assumed the ideal is like identical proportions of ingredients with every bite. I don't know why I assume that. Maybe it's my slight OC without the D. But it just seems wrong to me to have a sandwich or hamburger where things are not perfectly evenly distributed. Okay, let's see if that gets us that extra inch we need for that one. Or are we putting you? Putting you over there. You got thyroid and uterine cancer. Wow. And so you think it was related to the job that your grandfather did? Yeah, I've got checkup, like full body scans every 6 months since I've had 2 confirmed cancerous moles. That's right, the moles are coming for me. Yeah, that Trixie Cancer. Well, that's nice that you could get a blood test to look for the marker. Need just a little bit more. Fruit carving. Oh, cute. I've seen some amazing fruit carving out of Japan and China. Yeah, sculpting is great. What part of Utah did you move to? I drove through there a couple years ago with my son. When he graduated high school, I took him on a trip, like a father-son trip, from Seattle, where we live, down through Oregon, Nevada, skirting the eastern edge of California. Hit Death Valley and Joshua Tree, and then looped back up around through New Mexico, and then up through Utah, where I managed to destroy our car. We were looking for cool natural, rock formations and places to shoot a little video project we were doing, and a lot of the places were off the beaten track, and the car that I had was not a good off the beaten track type of vehicle. I'm out of sync. At what point should an artist consider freelancing and sculpting, doing commissions? I guess the point at which you can find anyone who pays you. That's a good point. The fact is, there are a lot of people who are looking for artists to do custom stuff for them, and there are all levels of skill of those artists out there. So I don't think there's any sort of skill threshold that you have to meet before you can do it. It's just a matter of finding the right clients and the right subject matter, and That's a lot of stuff. I'm kind of similar. I don't do all of those same things, but I do a very broad range of things, that's for sure. My mom taught me to sew when I was a kid, and I could kind of do it still. But very, very kinda. Emphasis on the kinda. Okay. I got all my little sculpting stuff done. My hands are filthy. So now's the time to call it.
It's a nice looking shop. What shop is that in the Discord?
Oh, that's Fizz's set up at the convention.
That's dope.
Getting bored easily, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but like I said, anyone who wants to share their cool creative stuff, come here and post their stuff. We'll talk about it. I'd love to see it. And I'll catch you guys on the next stream, possibly tomorrow, maybe a different time, and hopefully my voice will be in sync with my mouth next time. We'll see. Tune in to find out if that is true. Catch you guys later. Bye.